And the most important thing about driving a golf ball is that the swing is exactly the same as a normal golf swing, except for a few key setup changes.
And then what I also like to do is feel like my arms are hanging from my shoulders. It's just hanging from my shoulders. There's not a lot of tension in my forearms. So I'm pretty light in the grip. Give it a couple of waggles. And I like to get my left shoulder on the backswing. I like to get that behind the ball. That gets me into a good position on the backswing. And from there on, it's just two turns. You're turning back and turning through the ball.
So I've got my balance here.
I was just looking at your knees.
Yeah, so I feel like, you know, as I turn, my weight's going to go into this side. If I can get my balance here, my knees pull I don't let my arms go ahead of me. My arms stay in the same spot. My knees are pulling everything around. And then gravity forces this to fly out.
The two tips I want to give you today is always swing in balance and always work on the rhythm or the tempo of your golf swing. Playing a lot of pro-ams, I see a lot of interesting actions out there, and most of the time I see the amateurs guys falling out of balance and their swing tempo is out of kilter, meaning the backswing's way too fast and, you know, they don't have any acceleration to the golf ball. So what has made me one of the top drivers on the tour has always been very simple. I make sure that I'm very slow and very deliberate on my backswing, and then I accelerate to where at impact I have maximum club head speed. It's pretty simple.
Okay, so what I'm trying to do is find my balance at the top here, and then my balance at the top on this side, right?
And I always swing in balance, so when I follow through, you know, I'm on my left side and I have plenty of balance and I'm not overswinging and I'm not falling off the golf ball. So if you'll just work on these two tips, balance and tempo, it'll make you a better driver of the golf ball.
To hit it your farthest, you really need to have a stable lower body. Some of the things that I think about in my swing are just all in my feet. When I'm not hitting it well, or when I'm not hitting it as far and as solid, I'll sway a little bit going back, or my feet aren't as into the ground and planted as well.
So 想要机缘吗？绝对不要再盲目用力挥杆，反而是在固定节奏下，依循的轨迹重复转身抬手、转丢杆头的大肌肉联动、手肌肉的动作，你就可以轻松打这么远。
Two good key thoughts to hit a driver well, which have stood the test of time. Get behind it, stay behind it. Remember, we're trying to hit up on the ball. If you don't get behind it and sort of get in a reverse pivot situation, you're going to be either doing this and that, or this and that. So you want to get behind the ball, you've got to load up, you've got to make sure at the top of the backswing that you really feel that your weight is into your right leg, really feel the pressure in the right heel, and then as I move forward, I've got to make sure my upper body is behind the ball so the club can release past me. Very, very important that to hit your driver well. So